In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up an automation where you can send out your latest blogs automatically to your subscribers. So if you're looking to send out a blog digest or alerts automatically when you create a new blog, this is the video for you. My name is Lori Ballen, and I'm a six-figure affiliate marketer, blogger, and coach. My audience consists mostly of real estate agents, coaches, and small businesses, affiliate marketers. So I am using Mailerlite. You can see Mailerlite here on the screen. And Mailerlite is a very easy to use, incredibly affordable email marketing platform. That is what it is. It's an email marketing platform. It has some bells and whistles like landing pages and websites and different things that you can build. But overall, that's what it's mainly used for, is to communicate with your subscribers. Okay, so just think of it that way. So we can send emails inviting people to events, to webinars, with sales, with products. We can send newsletters, transactional emails. We can set up our workflows with automatic email automation, and there's templates in here to use. We can create pop-ups with our sign-up forms and gain subscribers. Now, I'm only paying, I think it's like $60 for 10,000 subscribers. So incredibly affordable when it scales. As a matter of fact, taking a look here at pricing, you can see here there's a free setup with 12,000 monthly emails. And then you'll go from there. So really affordable. That's one of the reasons I picked it. I also absolutely loved how scalable it is. So look at this. So at 10,000 subscribers, there's the growing business edition, there's the advanced edition, and you can take a 30-day trial. So there's a link below in this description. I pay for Mailerlite. I also am an affiliate, which means I benefit if you wind up making a purchase after your trial, but there's no additional cost passed on to you for that benefit to me. So let's show you how to set up this RSS feed, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go up here to campaigns. Now, when you first get your Mailerlite, you will first set up your profile. You're gonna put in a logo if you have one, picture. You're gonna put in your Facebook ID or your Instagram or your Pinterest or whatever your social media accounts are, so that they're gonna auto-populate whenever we create email campaigns. Now up here, we have create campaign, but there's a little down arrow right here. Click that. So you can choose, do you want to set up a regular campaign, an A/B split test, an auto resend campaign, or an RSS campaign. In this case, we want an RSS campaign. That's going to allow us to enter the RSS feed of our website and set up automation. So first thing we're going to do here is campaign name. So we might just call this my blog updates, whatever you want. That's for you to see, okay? They're not going to see it. You're going to see it. Now, the RSS feed URL. This is the URL to your RSS feed from your blog. If you're using WordPress, it looks like this. So this is my website. URL is loriballen.com. So the feed for my blog is going to be /feed. And it's going to look like this gibberish, okay? That's the URL we want. Now, if you're using a different platform, you're on Shopify or you're on Medium or you're on whatever platform you're on, just go over here to Google and type something in like Shopify blog RSS. Okay, here it is. How do I find my RSS feed on Shopify? And it tells you here on the dashboard, click on add social feeds to add RSS. So whatever platform you're using, just type up here the name of the platform and then blog RSS, and you'll see, I'm sure, answers on how to find your feed, okay? So you can always just try your URL /feed first to see if that works. Then we're gonna paste it right here and then click look up. So now it's gonna go make sure that we have a valid RSS feed, and you're gonna get this little green check mark when it works, okay? Warning for you, I actually added a new SEO plugin on my website, and where it asks me if I wanted to use dashes or the little arrows, you'll see where that is if you're setting up Yoast or Rank Math or any of those. So I chose it. I had it choose the little right arrow or the right angle bracket instead of the dash. And that was making my feed not validate. So if you're having that problem, go in and look at your SEO plugin and make sure it's a dash and not, you're not using any angle brackets or any of those other characters. Now, subject, this next text will be displayed in the subject field. So you might put something like the latest and greatest, or here's what you missed. And then we're going to put their name in there by clicking on insert personalization and put their name. And if you want to, I'm going to put that at the end. If you want to, you can also use emojis. So click right here and you can pick an emoji, and then that would be in your subject line. Who is it from? By default, it'll have your company name if you entered a company name when you set up Mailerlite. I'm going to put Lori Ballen so it's personalized. Then you can choose any of these languages that you want to send your newsletter in, or your RSS in, and then I'm going to click Next RSS Settings. Oh, I forgot one element. Right there where it says Show Options, click that little arrow and select if you want it to track, including Google Analytics. Let me go back so I can show you. Right down here. Whoops. Darn. Okay. Hold on. Let's just go back to, okay. Mine's already selected. It says enabled, enabled. Let me edit those and see if it'll, there they are. Okay. So this is where we were. Down at the bottom, this is hidden by default. So click Show Options, and then you need to select if you want to track opens, and do you want to use Google Analytics tracking? Mailerlite's got a good reporting system. It tells you your send rate, your open rate, your click-through rate, your unsubscribes, your reported to spam, you know, that kind of thing. But you might want to get a little more advanced with your Google Analytics tracking, so you can select that if you have integrated your Google Analytics with Mailerlite. Super easy to do, by the way. I did that on my setup. Now we're going to go to the next page, which is going to take us to our let's go to our, RSS settings first. So it says we'll send campaigns regarding these settings. By default, it's going to send every day. Okay. Now you might not want to send every day. You might want to send every week. Now you can also send on the day of the week that you choose. So I think I set mine up today for Saturday to try it. And then you can also choose a time. Okay, so right now this is in, I'm on Pacific Coast and it's 10:49 here, so that would be correct for my time zone. So it'll show you right here what the current time zone is. So you can select your time. So I put 10 a.m. And then do you want to, when checked, the RSS campaign will be populated only with new posts published since the campaign was set up or since the last time it went out. So yes, I'm going to show only new posts on mine. And if you don't want to do every week, you can do every month. And you can say everything that went out that month. But if you choose every day, then it will only send if you have new posts. So that's important. But I'm going to put every week. Okay, now I'm going to choose my own email so that I get a confirmation each time it's sent. That way, if there's a mistake or it's sending out blank emails or there's some random thing, I can catch it and I can make sure that it looks good. So I'm going to include myself in there. So I'm going to send mine every week. I'm going to include only new posts, and I'm going to send myself a notification. Next, we go to the templates. Now, Mailerlite has a really nice drag and drop editor if you want to start from scratch, or you can use the template gallery. So right here you have featured templates. So these are going to be like their most popular templates. And you can take a look here. All of these completely editable, customizable. Here's newsletters if you want to send it out in a newsletter format. Here's blog and updates. So this one here is a great example of a automated blog digest newsletter. Okay. Or you can go to create new, choose the drag and drop editor, and then we'll be able to pull in our own blocks to create our own email. Okay. I always suggest the templates to beginners that don't know how to use the blocks, but you can work with this default template here And you can also move things around. Okay, so let's just say we don't want that. I'm just clicking on the trash can. Maybe I don't want that, but maybe I'm going to keep a call to action on my blog. Maybe I want something on the blog, or helpful links that I have every time I send out an email. You know, these could be my 3 of my favorite tools, or if this is a real estate newsletter, maybe it's going to say buy a home, you know, get your instant home value, or contact us, whatever it is that you want. Or these blocks can just be completely taken out, and you can literally just start from scratch. The only thing I'm going to leave in here then would be my footer info here. So then what you do is you come over here to all blocks, and we're going to get RSS. And here you can choose what your RSS feed looks like. Do you want it to have a featured article? Do you want it to have your signature? We already have that. So all I'm going to do is drag this RSS block right there. Okay. And then you say, you know, I really kind of do want a header on it. So go look at the headers. Look at this one. Just pick one you like. Nice and simple. I like this one. So maybe I want to replace this with my logo. So I'm just going to click here, and I already have uploaded my logo. So I'm just going to select it. Nice and easy. And then if I want that, any of my images or text can be linked to a URL. So if they click that logo, it goes somewhere. So I'm going to make sure anywhere I've got the opportunity to put in a click, I'm going to do that. Okay. So weekly newsletter, or let's change that, instead of weekly newsletter, weekly blog posts. See that up there? Let's do weekly blog post by Lori Ballen, or Lori Ballen weekly blog, something like that. Okay. Nice and easy. Again, if you want to go add images, if you want to add anything else in this automation, you can. And then down here, mine says Vision Masters. I'm just going to change that to Lori Ballen because that's the name that they're going to recognize. You can build an unsubscribe landing page. I'm going to show you how to do that in another video, or you can just leave the generic unsubscribe there. And now you're set. It's that simple. So the next thing is just, you can preview and test this by sending yourself a test email to see what it looks like. You can also preview it in regular form and in mobile form. Give that a second there to finish sending. And then you can preview mode here to see what your blog looks like. I always like to send it in an email because I'm going to be able to click around and play with it a little bit more. Okay, that looks good. Simple. Here you can look like what it looks like on a mobile device. Okay, there is a shareable URL if you want to share that on social media. Hey, here's this week's blog post. Take a look. You can save that as a PDF if you want to print it for any reason. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click Done Editing. Now we get to choose who we want to send this to. So Mailerlite works with groups. Depending on what platform you're using, any kind of database, you usually have tags, or you have you have audiences, or you have lists, or you have groups. This is how we're separating our audiences. Now, Mailerlite allows you to get even more, drill down even more with your subscribers. It has segmented audiences based on customer behavior, but that's more advanced. I'm not going to get into that today. But you can have your subscribers in multiple groups, and you're not charged for them when they're not subscribed to something. So I could have 30,000 people in my database, but I'm only emailing to 7,000 that I'm going to be paying for. I'm going to make sure I have a subscription that allows me to pay for 700, you see? So very affordable, very scalable. I was using another platform for a while, and it charged you for every single contact that went into your database, even when they were unsubscribed. And I had an issue with that. So I like this billing structure better. So anyway, here's an example. I have real estate agents. I have KW agents, Keller Williams agents. I have people that have subscribed to my Medium blog, people that have subscribed to my Lori Ballen blog. This is a new platform I've just recently set up, so working on the other items now. And what happens that's really cool is if somebody is on my Lori Ballen website, you can play with this if you want. I have some calls to action that are part of the website. So for example, this VIP newsletter widget right here, this is a Mailerlite feature. And what happens is when they fill this out, I have it set to automatically go into my blog group. So they fill that out, it goes into Mailerlite, they're automatically added to the blog group, and then I have automation workflows set up so they automatically start getting emails. Also, depending on where you're at in the blog, you might see a pop-up, and that pop-up offers a free guide or whatnot. That is all being done through Mailerlite, and then it puts them all into these groups for me. Okay, this is an example of pricing here. Build monthly, build yearly. So look at this. At 10,000 subscribers, you could be only paying $47 a month, $564 build yearly. That includes 3 users, landing pages, websites, auto resends, all of that. Now over here, there's another upgraded one where you can integrate Facebook. You have a custom HTML editor. You have promotional pop-ups. This is the one I'm using. Multiple triggers and automation. And for any of these, you can take the 30-day trial. So there's a link below if you want to do that. Now, you can play with this slider. And like I said, what I really liked is this is it's very affordable as you scale it. And I think that's a really important thing, is that you want to make sure that it's scalable and that you're not being charged when people are not on your list as subscribers. So what you do now is you can select everybody. You can even exclude a group. So if you select all your groups, then you could exclude one, and then that group would not get your messages, your weekly digest. Or I can say, you know what, this particular RSS feed is really only for my new blog subscribers. So I'm only going to send that to my blog subscribed group. Okay, it'll tell you how many recipients you've selected. Then you're going to click review and confirm. We're going to go to the next page. It's not sending anything yet. Almost done here. And now you're going to be able to see your email, your group name. You can preview it. You can send a test mail. It shows you your tracking. You can edit any of these things now. And here it says campaign will be sent every week on Saturday at 10 a.m. Only the new posts will be shown. Now, what I'm not sure of, because I haven't played with this yet, is if that means it's going to send out an email that's blank, or is it going to send out an email only if there's updates? So if it's going to send out an email no matter what at 10 a.m., we need to make sure there's something on there. If you have a WordPress blog and you haven't blogged that week, you can just go in there and change the date, refresh or republish, reset the date on any blog on your WordPress, and then it will show as new. So that might actually be a really good practice for you, is to say, okay, no matter what, every Friday, I'm going to go into WordPress and I'm going to refresh one blog post. Maybe you're going to add a widget or add a paragraph or add a section or clean it up or do something, and then just reset the date. And then that will count as your newest blog. And you can pretty much count that your blog subscribers haven't seen that blog yet if it's been there a little while and needs refreshed. Obviously, blogging weekly is ideal anyway. Now, if you're not blogging that often, just put it on a monthly send out so that once a month everybody gets something, so that they're not getting emails that don't have any content on it. Okay, that's it for me. I'm Lori Ballen. Thanks for watching the video today.